I'm going to be spending the next 24 hours right here on this tropical beach. There's a rainstorm on the way. I've got no food, I've got no water, I've got no shelter. All I have is a knife and a few basic supplies. Find out what really happens on a tropical deserted beach by staying tuned until the end of this video. Gotta move, need shelter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow! Get off. Oh, ants. Oh. So I just had to run along the beach and take shelter right here under this tree, because out there like a monsoon has just turned up and it is really heavily raining. Oh. Welcome to the tropics. So yesterday I was on the same island and it rained all day long and I got so wet, and today I'm determined to do it again, but I need to find some sort of roof, some shelter material to sleep under tonight, otherwise it's going to be a wet night. Okay, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is use that bit of plastic, that polystyrene, and I need to get my camera dry. It's got a microphone on the top. If I don't keep my camera dry, this video is going to be worthless. So I'm going to stick it under this. I'll get back to you shortly when it stops raining. Got to watch out for snakes. Whoa. And spiders. Okay, that looks all right. There. I put my camera underneath this, and if I have to, I can just shelter under here. I had to run so far just to get here, and it looks like it's starting to stop raining, which is great, but it did that yesterday quite a few times, and then it just carried on about 10 minutes later. So we'll see what happens. But I do need to walk up and down this beach, see what materials have been washed up, what resources there are to use, whether there are any washed up coconuts or plastic bottles or fishing net or fishing line. All this man-made waste is a survivor's best friend. These are resources, and that's what you need to see when you're in places like, what's this? Oh. Oh, look. So, speaking of resources, what could we do with this? Let me know in the comment section right now. Pause the video. What would you do if you found this when you were in a survival situation? What would you use it for? Let me know. Other things, like there's a flip-flop here as well. Look, there's loads of these washed up. Plastic bottles, more plastic. That looks like maybe cooking oil. No, maybe some sort of juice. Look, another flip-flop. More of that plastic stuff. More, I don't know, after touching the last one, I don't know. Something there. Maybe some shorts filled with sand. Another bottle there. What's back here? Bottles, plastic. Yeah, there's nothing really that useful right here. Just lots of plastic washed up, and unfortunately that's the reality of these deserted beaches. There's no one here to clean them. There's no resort staff to sweep them. It's just what Mother Nature blows in, which has been washed up onto the beach after drifting around in the ocean for many years. Right, let's see what else we can find. Right, let's walk down here and see if there's anything washed up on the beach. When I was here yesterday, I saw a monkey. In fact, I saw 2 monkeys along this beach. But I've got a feeling that because it's rained, they've probably gone deeper into the jungle, which is where they're safe and they'll stay dry. I'm looking for anything to use as a roof so that when I sleep here tonight, I don't get rained on. The other thing I'm looking for is water and food. The biggest chance in getting water and food is probably going to come from coconuts, because they'll give you water and food. Let's see if we can find any. I'm looking up, I can't really see any palm trees. There are palm trees about another 10-15 minute walk down the beach down this way, but until then we just have to keep looking. There's lots of bamboo washed up. There's a coconut washed up right here. More plastic. There's even an inhaler. Oh, it's still got gas in it. Plastic bottle, what's this? Some like children's sweets, some more polystyrene. What else do we have? Lots of mess. Oh, what's this? Ah, look. That could well be, that could well mean that there's a nest, some sort of bee's nest in that tree, but I can't hear or see anything. What else do we have? Plastic. Ah, ants. Ah, what else? Plastic everywhere. There's a palm tree with really small coconuts. There's another coconut down there. I can see already that one's hollow. That's been eaten out by the insects. What I need to find is a palm tree like that, low enough to the ground with coconuts in it, or if I'm lucky, coconuts on the ground. If not, I'll have to find a bit of bamboo or a really long stick and find the tree that's low enough to the ground with coconuts in it, and then use the stick to push the coconut out. Fingers crossed we come across a coconut tree low enough to the ground to do that too. I think that one could be okay. This one sounds like it's got water in it, and I think this is actually going to be okay to drink. So I'll take that. First coconut, come on! The thing about the brown coconuts is that they don't have as much liquid in them compared to the green coconuts. The brown coconuts have a lot thicker meat, so the thicker white flesh and less water, whereas the green ones have less flesh but plenty of water. And it's really the green ones I'm after right now, because I think I need more water than I need food, because it's so hot. You can just see how I'm sweating. It's like 37 degrees hot. Another bottle, and that's from a squid. No, it's not, sorry, that's from a cuttlefish. Oh look, some sort of, what's that? That looks like some sort of like cashew nut. Is that a cashew nut? If you think this is a cashew nut, let me know. It looks very familiar, but I don't know it in this raw form. Let me know if that's a cashew nut. What else do we have? A few shells, that's a good sign. It means at low tide we could be able to look for shells like this which we can cook up. A plastic float, which I believe has come from a fishing net. And a turtle's worst nightmare, well, that's after the plastic bags, is a straw. You know, why do we still have plastic straws? Come on. And I remember finding these a few years ago when I did another challenge on the beach. That looks like the sort of drink I would not want to drink unless I was really thirsty. Would you? What's that? Ow! Oh. That hurt. Yeah, any idea what that is? Let me know. Yes, found it. My first coconut. Yes. Unscrew it, and pull. Oh no. No, it's been damaged, it's been eaten out by the insects. Let's get this one. Feels good. It's got a little hole in the bottom. I'm worried that it's got damage from it's damage from insects, but in fact I think this is going to be good. Yes, first coconut, first proper green coconut. Look, a wild dog. I was wondering why I kept seeing dog footprints, like paw prints, like that. But it had no collar, must just be a wild dog. So I just had to go back and get my bag, because I spent the last hour walking up and down this beach, and I finally found somewhere where I think would be suitable to set up camp for tonight. But still, I need something to sleep in, and I need a roof over my head. I've got about 2 hours until the sun goes down. I found 2 coconuts and I've got nothing else to eat. Let's see what happens. Some rope, nice bit of rope right there. Yes. Oh, that's a good bit of rope. Rope is always useful in whatever situation you find yourself in, especially on a tropical beach like this. It's hot. And I need to drink. I need a coconut. Right. I need a drink. Ugh. Smells coconutty. Oh, so thirsty right now. There we have it. All I need now is one of those straws. Let me see if I can find a straw. No, where's the straw when you need a straw? Look at all that liquid in there. Oh yeah, look at that liquid. So good. It's just what I need right now. Okay, well, that's all the water. Now I need to get to the meat. Before I do that, I'm going to take off the corner. You can't really see it, but there's like 3 points on these coconuts. I'm going to take off the corner because I'm going to be using that as a spoon. That, right there. So this coconut was actually too young. What I was planning on doing was using my spoon and scooping out the flesh, the soft white meat. But this was so young, it was so filled with water that the meat didn't even have time to develop. Anyway, that was still really good, really refreshing. Maybe just under a litre of liquid in there. Super good. Hopefully we'll find some more later on. So now that I'm feeling slightly more refreshed, let's get back to it. We need to find somewhere to sleep. I want to be off the ground. There's monkeys, there's lizards, there's snakes, there's giant hermit crabs and even coconut crabs wandering around. I need somewhere off the ground and I need to do it fast. What's this? Just found a bit of fishing net. Hey, that could. I've got an idea. Hold on. All right. Get to the end of this. I think this could become my bed, but I won't know until I unwrap it and see how big it really is. It's just started to rain again. Have a look. Oh, gotta move. Need shelter. Need thicker trees. Oh. Okay, it's about 25 minutes later. It's just stopped raining and I've managed to untangle this net. Oh, can you hear the thunder? I really need to sort this out. I've got about an hour and a half left until it gets dark. I want to turn this into a hammock. Then I want to find something to use to keep the rain off me. Maybe some banana leaves, maybe some palm leaves, maybe even a sheet of plastic. Anything I can find to keep me dry tonight. In the meantime, I'm going to put the hammock up. Oh. Nope, definitely not strong enough. Like a seriously blowing storm now. Loads of thunder, loads of lightning, loads of rain. I've got about half an hour before it gets dark. I have no shelter yet. I need a plan B. I'm taking the knife. I'm going to go back off the beach, down the track, into the jungle. I'm going to see if I can find any leaves, any palm leaves, any banana leaves, anything to create a sort of shelter. Right, I need to go because it's raining. Here it is. Oh. So this is it. I've got no choice. I have to stay here tonight. Whoa, that lightning. Wait for it, wait for it. Huge lightning just there. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to be staying here tonight. I've just found 2 more coconuts. So I've got 2 more coconuts I've just found. I just found them on the way. Oh. And then I've got that one from earlier. I think that's going to have some good meat and that's going to have good water. To be honest with you, I could really do with another drink right now. Oh, the roof doesn't look too good, does it? Let's take a look inside. Oh wow. I'm definitely not sleeping in there. What's this? This must be the door. Must be the door. That could be useful. I could patch up the roof with that. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was not built to last. I just have to be careful tonight. I've got to lie down. Somehow, I've got to sleep in here. This is not going to plan. It really isn't. Right, I need a coconut. I really hope this one's okay. I've got a feeling this isn't going to be very good, which means I'll only have the 1 coconut. I have no idea. Oh, please be a good coconut. Oh. Okay. Now for the moment of truth. There's water in it. Oh, that's good. That's good water. Look at that. If it wasn't for these coconuts, I would be in trouble tonight. There's no way I could light a fire tonight, even if I did catch any food. I was hoping to catch some food at low tide. I was hoping to go out with a torch and hopefully try and catch something like a crab or a fish or something like that with either my hands or a spear or even turning over a rock for a crab. But no chance, because I can't light a fire tonight. I would have had to have eaten the things raw, which probably wouldn't be a good idea. So it's coconuts for me tonight. Right, I'm going to save it. I don't want to drink all of it right now. I need to save it. Look what I just found. Look what I just found. Bananas. Ah, these are small bananas. They're small, they're green. There's a little bit of banana in there. Take a look. Can you hear that? Oh, bananas they're quite dry. Don't really taste like bananas. But there's also the flower. And the flower is also edible. That's a good sign. And there's something else I just found. Let me show you. I just found this sprouted coconut. If we're lucky. I'm wondering if it's a bit too sprouted, but there might be some food in there. I'll show you what I mean. Whoa, whoa, ant's nest. Whoa. Oh. Nah, we're not going to use that. Sometimes with the sprouted coconuts, the milk turns to almost like a bread, like a very soft but fluffy coconut flavored bread. They almost call it like coconut bread. It's the sprouted coconuts. But that one had turned into an ant's nest, and I've got ants all over me now. Oh, that's what we want. That beautiful, beautiful meat. And here's my spoon. Watch this. I'll just scoop it out. Oh. Mm. Mm. I don't think it's going to be a very comfortable night's sleep tonight. I'm surrounded here by all these banana palms. And what I need is one of these younger ones. I don't want to take off the bigger ones because they're producing bananas. I'm going to take this younger palm right off. Oh. There are one clean cut with the machete. Let's take this back to camp. Here's our banana palm. Let's get rid of what we don't want. Like that. I use that for my pillow. These coconut bits, I don't need them, they can go. Get rid of these. I'll save that for a little bit later on. The leftover flesh from that very small coconut. Now, this palm is what I'm after. Let's take it down again. In the middle of these palms, first of all you have to unwrap it. And it's like unwrapping a Christmas present. There's layer after layer after layer. But once you get to the middle layer, that's when you get to the good stuff. What I'm about to show you is called the heart of palm. It's a great survival food. The bigger the palm, the more of the heart there is. You'll be surprised at how little of the heart there is in this palm compared to the size of the palm that I've just cut down. So, get rid of these outer shells, getting to the middle bit now. And one way to know if you're almost there is by peeling it and just trying it. Yeah, that's it. So I need to get rid of this other shell, this outer bark. That is it right there. And this is it. This is what we've come for. This is the heart of palm. Now if I break it open, watch this. There'll be like cobwebs, like a spider web. Can you see that? And again, look, spider web. Now what I could do is I could go back to that tree that I've cut down. What happened is within the next 20 minutes, where I've cut it, that'll fill with water. But what I should really do is go back with my knife and just scoop out the base of where I've cut it. Now that will fill with water. And I can get a bit of bamboo, go back and drink the water. In the meantime, I'm gonna eat my heart of palm. I've got my coconut. I've got some more coconut water. I've got what I'm pretty sure is some good thick coconut meat in here, coconut flesh. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm so wet. I'm wet all the way through. Everything is wet. My camera stuff is wet. My microphone is wet. It's not going to plan, but it's about adapting to what you have around you. Right now, this is what I've got. This is me. I'll update you shortly. Alright, this is my bed. This is going to be my bed. I'm going to sleep on that. And then I'm going to use these as my duvet or my sheet. They're going to hopefully keep me dry because the roof isn't very good. Sometimes I don't know why I do these crazy challenges. But if it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. It's when you look back and it's been really hard, that's when you appreciate what you've been through. So tonight, I'm in for a really wet night if it continues raining. It rains on and off, lightning, thunderstorm, wind, crazy waves, and then it goes calm again. Woo! Let's see what happens. And to make it even worse, I've got no mosquito spray. I was hoping to get a fire going and use coconut husk and let that smolder to put the mosquitoes off. But I don't have that and I'm just getting eaten alive. So what I want to do is get this bed finished. And then, if I can, and if it's dry, I'm going to head down to the beach with the torch and I'm going to see if there's anything interesting down there at low tide. Whoa, look at that. It's like a hermit crab. Some sort of hermit crab. Oh! Wow. There are so many of these hermit crabs on the beach. Some of them are really small, some are quite big like this one. There you go, mate. Okay, check these out. I've just come across these. I've actually seen these before. I've forgotten what they're called, but I do know you can eat them. However, they need to be, this is really young and really firm. Normally, they're a bit orangey in colour, and that's when you can eat them. But these ones are definitely too small and too firm. They're not quite ripe yet. But yeah, I've totally forgotten what these are called. If you know what these are called, please let me know in the comments. Look, there's another one there, and there's one there, and one behind it. And then one there. This is a lot bigger, but still it's quite green, quite firm. It needs to be a little bit more orange in colour. Oh look, a lighter. That'd be handy if I did catch a fish or anything to cook. But of course, you always find lighters on the beaches washed up, but nothing's ever got a flint because the flint always rusts away before anything else. I mean, sometimes they've got gas, but even if they have gas, it's useless when there's no flint. And what is this? It's like a seed pod. Oh look, another hermit crab. It's either a hermit crab or a coconut crab. I really can't remember what they're called. If you know what these are called, let me know in the comments. What are these called? Are they just big hermit crabs? Or are they small coconut crabs? There you go, mate. What was he eating? He was eating some sort of fruit. There you go. Have it back. And look at all these trails. It's like, I think these are from the hermit crabs. they drag their shell, and you can see how their feet have kind of walked up the beach or down the beach, like there as well. Oh look, ha, there you are. Follow that trail and it leads straight into that one there. Incredible. And there's loads of ants here as well. Woo! God, I was just shining my torch out just there in the water and I saw like 4 or 5 fish. They were all about maybe 30 centimeters long. Really fast moving, or they all moved together. By the time I got my camera out to turn it on, the fish had gone. Whoa, look at that crazy crab. Look at that guy. See if I can pick him up. Wow, look at that. That's a crazy looking crab. Really, like, he's got a big left claw, small right claw. It's a male, and I'll show you how you can tell. See that bit there? That bit is called the apron. When it's pointed like that, when it's quite narrow, it's a male. When it's quite wide, it's a female. So yeah, look at those eyes. That looks evil. Right, mate. See ya. That's a nice shell. It's a beautiful little shell. What was that? Big splash right there. Big splash. It's a big bit of bamboo here, really long, covered in barnacles. Just covered in barnacles. Oh look, there are so many of these on the beach, it's unreal. Is he dead? Is he? Oh, no he's not dead. Whoa! Whoa. Good morning. Today is a completely different day to yesterday. I had an absolute nightmare, but it's all good. The skies are fairly clear. There's a bit of blue sky over there and the sun's out. It's nice and hot. I've just been for a lovely morning swim. I'm gonna go back to my little shack, my bamboo shack, and crack open a coconut for breakfast. Look at these crab holes. I think they're crabs. It must have been crabs from last night. Last night on the beach there were loads of crabs running around really fast, and then they just jumped down the hole. And look, a bit of coral. That's beautiful. Lovely bit of coral. And a washed up coconut. What's inside it? Oh look, there's hermit crabs inside it. Watch this. Oh, ants! Oh! Oh look, another lighter. When you're over here, you find so many lighters, but you never ever find one that works because everything just rusts and corrodes away because of the salt water. So yeah, they never work. Oh, it's so hot already. Today's going to be a really hot day. Oh, is that an ant crawling up my back? No, there's sweat dripping down my back. I need a drink right now. So you just take off that little bit on the top, and then look, we're straight into it. I'll just open it up a bit more. And look at that. Oh yeah, good morning. Use one of these spoons. That is breakfast right there. Look at that, within a minute of opening this coconut, we've already got a red ant on it. And he's shouting to his friends, "Hey guys, I've got food, I've got food." You know, last night when it started to rain, I've never actually seen rain like it. I've been to Asia quite a few times. When it rains over here, it pours. It really does. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. 3 or 4 times yesterday, it rained, it cleared up, it rained, it cleared up, and then it rained for like a good hour, maybe 3 hours in total. So yes, I was defeated with building that shelter. What could I have done? Well, in that moment of panic, in that moment of I'm getting so wet, I've got nothing to do, I've got no shelter, what I should have done, rather than walk half an hour back down to that broken shack thing, I should have just sat there and actually got some leaves above my head and just sat it out until it finished, and then put my flashlight on, my torch on, and then use that to build the shelter. So maybe I should have done that rather than bailed to that broken shack that I found. But the good thing about the broken shack was that I found more coconuts, I found young bananas, and I found the heart of palm, which is that inner bit from the palm tree that I cut down, from the banana palm. And this is where I was trying to build that camp. I was trying to use that fishing net that I found. I thought it was really good, strong material, but it's obviously been out floating in the sea for way too long, and the rope has kind of weakened, it's deteriorated. So every time I tied it and jumped onto it, it would snap. And I was convinced I'd be able to do it. Long story short, it didn't work. So then I thought, okay, I'm gonna get loads of leaves and I'm gonna weave them into the net so that I could sit under the net with the leaves above me, keeping me dry. And that didn't quite go to plan. As you saw last night, the rain, the wind, they just came from nowhere, and it was that bad, I just had to bail. I will try this challenge another time. I'll give myself more time in the day. I'll get here early in the morning and I'll build a proper shelter with a bed, with a roof. Folks, that is it for this very short video. Bit of an, well, eventful and rather unsuccessful overnight here on this tropical beach. The rain was crazy, the crabs, the fish, the things that I saw last night in the water, that was pretty cool. That took my mind off being wet from head to toe. I slept head to toe, drenched, woke up, mosquito bites, red ants everywhere. What I want to do is find somewhere to do a very similar thing, but I would like to camp in the mangroves, because the mangroves are where you get these big mud crabs. And if you don't know what a mud crab is, or if you want to see me catch a mud crab and cook one up, check out one of my previous videos where I'm here in Southeast Asia, a local fisherman takes me out and we catch and we cook up some giant mud crabs. So please go and check it out. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the red button, like it if you like this sort of video. I'll be back soon with another video. Thanks again, see you next time, goodbye.